Thank you for joining all of us. Yes, hello everyone. Thank you for joining all of us. All right, my name is Lamont. I'm the Dev Relations Manager for Coreum, and I'm joined right now by Alex, our software engineer, and we are going to go into a tutorial on the Coreum Playground. All right, Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks, Lamont, for the introduction. Hello, guys. My name is Alex. I'm software engineer here in Coreum, and yeah, nice to meet you all here. We're very excited about the product. You will see actually in a couple of minutes. So yeah, let's start. Let's start. I will start sharing my screen, and I will show you the product that we are going. So you guys will be very excited about this. Okay. Okay. So welcome, guys, on Coreum Playground Workshop. Let me say a few things about the product. A few weeks ago, actually, we were notified that it would be great to make some place where beginner developers will be able to interact, compile, deploy smart contracts written in Rust to Coreum chain. And we became very excited to do this. And I hope you guys will enjoy this workshop and will find something interesting and useful for you.
Alex,
So, yeah,
Alex, I just wanted to ask real quick, is it possible you can increase the resolution?
absolutely. I guess it's already too much.
Go try to do it one more time. That should be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So, okay, guys, here it is, Coreum Playground. So let's firstly have a short overview of the functionality we have here, and then we will see how everything works on this website and stuff. So basically, what kind of the problems beginner developer face during their work with smart contracts in Rust? It's compilation, artifact generation, their optimization, and actually deploying artifacts on the chain. So let's see how Playground works. So first of all, here we can see the fungible token airdrop smart contract in this idea. So yeah, first of all, we need to compile our smart contract, and yeah, during the compilation, let's talk about some details. So yeah, let's run this process. So I have to prepare you that compilation takes some time, so we have to wait here for a bit. So yeah, what happens during the compilation under the hood? So we're making some manipulations with the files that we have here and running one specific command to build the artifacts. So here you can see this command on the left side. So this command will generate not optimized artifacts of this smart contract. So yeah, once compilation is processing, so let's talk about a few future plans that we are going to do here. So very, very soon we are going to add ability to select templates to work with. Yeah, so here you will be able to choose the different possible smart contracts like non-fungible tokens, fungible tokens, airdrop, and so on and so on. So here you also can see that this is a Monaco editor and it's based on Microsoft Visual Studio Code. So later we are going to add a lot of useful plugins that will help you develop your smart contracts here. Yes, maybe you want to add something, Lamont?
No, for right now, I'm good. You can go ahead and continue.
Okay, great. Also, as soon as we're professionals in the blockchain development, I believe it would be really useful to have live interaction with the smart contract in this playground. So later we will have a lot of very cool features with the interaction of the smart contracts that you're written and compiling and deploying here. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, you will be very excited about upcoming upgrades of this product. So here we can see that output in the terminal that compilation is finished. So what is the second step? Second step, we have to generate the optimized optimized artifacts of the smart contract. So yeah, let's click this button here, and in a couple of seconds we will have our artifacts downloaded. Okay, great. So I need to prepare you that you can run generate process after compilation is finished. What's going on under the hood? So we are taking the artifacts that were created during the compilation, and we are optimizing them by running some specific command. So this command you can see on the right side. So once generation is finished, we go to the optimized. Sorry, Lamont, I have a lot of echo. Do you hear me? Okay, right now it's fine. Okay, so once generation is finished, we will have our optimized artifacts being downloaded on our machine, and voila, we can use this file to deploy our smart contract to the chain. So let's do this. For this, we need to connect our wallet. I will use Kepler. So, okay. So look how cool actually generate button works. So it almost immediately generates the optimized artifact for you. So to be honest, I believe having deploy functionality is very cool, because actually we can deploy not even this smart contract to the chain directly, but we can use any WebAssembly artifacts, optimized artifacts of any smart contract. So it works with everything. So let's upload this file here. Give me just a few seconds. Okay. So I renamed my artifact to the test.wasm, and yeah. So yeah, we can see the transaction that we need to approve. Okay, let's wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, and here it is, the transaction. Let's go to the Explorer. Let's switch to Testnet because we are using Testnet there. And let's try to find the transaction. So here it is. We can see that our transaction was successfully executed. And here we can see the WASM bytecode here. So yeah, as soon as our artifacts were successfully deployed, we can instantiate the contract based on these artifacts and do whatever we want with this. All right, guys, I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed this workshop. Thank you, and see you soon.
I think you're mute, Lamont. Lamont, you're muted.
I was just talking. I was just saying, once again, thank you, Alex, for that. And Elwin, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you, guys. Alex, nice presentation. I think, I mean, hopefully everyone saw like the benefits that the playground brings. So maybe like I can go like really quickly on what it looks like to do what Alex did. through the playground, but without the playground. So first of all, so as you saw on the playground, you have like 5 different files. Those 5 files are the one that you need to create a Rust smart contract. So for you to do that, you will need to install, for example, VS Code, which is an IDE. Then you will need to install Cargo and Rust, install the right linters, and that is for the part where you need like to code the actual smart contract, right? Then after that, the Rust code will be transferred to WebAssembly. So this is where we do the compilation and then the generation of the WASM bundle. And for this, you will need to install the core binary. And then after that, to deploy the smart contract, you will need like to interact with the command line interface and to be able to deploy it to the Coreum blockchain. So all of those steps, we made it way more easier, and you just need to interact with the playground to be able like to deploy your smart contract. So yeah, it's really a way for developers like to interact with smart contract and deploy smart contract to the chain way easily and in a more simple manner.
That's really great. And Elwin, are there more features in the works for this?
Yeah. So as Alex mentioned, so so if you like the end-to-end process, right? You write the smart contract, you deploy it to the chain, and the next step is to interact with the smart contract. So in the future, what we're gonna do is to add some menu and some button where you're going to be able like to interact with the smart contract directly within the playground. So you're going to be able to pass the parameters that you define in your contract, and you're going to be able like to click on this button. For example, I don't know, if you create a smart contract with an execute message that say mint smart token, then it asks you for example, the name of the token, the denom of the token, the royalties rate. So we'll need like to enter those 3 parameters, and then you will click on mint token. It will make a call to your wallet. You will sign the transaction, and boom, it will be on chain. So that is, for example, one of the feature we thought about, and yeah. So this product will be we will be like making it better day after day. So stay tuned, and yeah.
Yeah, and you know, Elwin, Alex, another question that I know that a lot of people will likely have is, you know, what is the difference? You know, overall, how much more convenient is using a Coreum Playground, you know, compared to, you know, basically what it is right now? So, you know, what shortcuts do developers now have for the Coreum Playground?
Well, first of all, it can save a lot of time of the developers, especially for the beginner developers who are just starting to study something new, to study Rust, study smart contracts. So this actually a breaking change for their development process, from my point of view, of course.
Yeah. Maybe Alex, can you reshare your screen on the playground, please?
Yes.
But yeah, for example, you see like I'm sure you already heard this. Yeah, it was working on my machine, that kind of things. So for example, like this is one of the things that is not going to happen with the playground, right? Because it's the same code and the same environment for everyone. But yeah, you see here, for example, like if Alex, like you want to like edit the smart contract in the contract.rs file, and you do like, I don't know, like you want to change, let's say line 10, for example, you're gonna see that, yeah, like if you modify line 10, you're gonna see like I just want to show them like the auto completion.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay, perfect. So you see, for example, that kind of auto completion. This is something that is built in, so it's here like to help developers. So it's more intuitive, right, to write code. So yeah, right now we don't have support for Copilot, for example, but why not? Maybe this is something that we can that we can think about, like auto code completion, such as in what is available in VS Code.
That
Yeah,
looks really cool.
yeah, and this is, for example, this is like a template, right? That Kin made. So Kin is the engineer that gave the previous workshop on TestTube, and this template allow you like to deploy and to manage smart token within a smart contract. In the future, so this right now there is only one template, but in the future we're going to have like many more templates with many different smart contracts. So for example, we can think about a smart contract that will do that will showcase IBC calls, IBC transfers. You can think about a smart contract that do lending and borrowing, a simple function, that kind of thing. So the possibilities are really endless when it comes to the actual code that we can showcase. But we really want the users to and the developers to experiment and come here, remove everything, and try their own code, right? Because it's really a tool for user to learn and yeah, and to start doing their first to write their first line of code in Rust.
That honestly, this is an absolutely amazing project. You guys have done some really great work, and it just seems really cool. So when it comes to this, you mentioned before, Elwin, features that are coming up. Now is how many basically how many developers were working on this? And how long did it, for the most part, take you guys to really kind of what inspires you guys to come up with the Coreum Playground?
Yeah, sure. So definitely. So what I just said, right? So help developers and even non-developer like to really start coding, because when you start coding, you start to understand like what is really going on. And I think this is really important. And actually, it's Giovanni that came with the idea of the playground. It started the project, and after that, Alex jumped into it and made it production ready. And yeah, so maybe Alex, you have some insight on what the development process looked like. So maybe you can talk about the framework that you use on the front end, full stack, and that kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, well, basically, this application is written in Next. It's the framework for React. So yeah, actually that's it. It uses Tailwind, Manaka editor, Next.js API stuff. So and everything is written in a single application. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's I was very inspired working on this project once I heard about the idea behind it. So yeah.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah, and speaking, oh, go ahead, Lamont.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Owen.
All right. Yeah, I just want to say, like, speaking of coding and doing your own thing, I believe there is like a bounty, right? Some core token for the best smart contract that is going to be deployed on chain through the playground, right?
Yes, there are. And yeah, and we will be releasing those bounties very soon. And this is a great opportunity for members of our community to try out our playground and deploy your first smart contract onto Coreum. And yeah, this is this will be an absolute great opportunity, and we will have bounties released for not only is specific bounty tasks. So for example, the best escrow smart contract, or if you wanted to, create your own NFT collection. So yeah, we will have bounties prepared and being released very soon. So stay tuned to our social media for that. And when it comes to and ultimately though, when it comes to just overall development as well, this is a great opportunity for a lot of you who, like Elwin and Alex were just saying, if you are a beginner and you're really just, you're kind of on the cusp of, can I really do this? You definitely can. And this is what the Coreum Playground is for, is to basically help streamline your development flow, to make things a lot easier as you're deploying your smart contracts. But yeah, and yeah, so I think for the most part we've talked about it quite a bit, and we've kind of gone quite a bit into what the playground really is. So yeah. Alex, Elwin, do you have any lasting thoughts?
Actually, let me check. I think there is some question in the chat, so let's see.
Sure.
Yeah, let's see what people are asking. And we're gonna put the link of the playground afterward, so stay tuned. So questions. Yeah, so I just want to make clear that the bounty. So as Amon said, there is like some bounty comings, right? But for the best smart contract that is deployed through the playground, there is 1,000 core to win, right? So that is a different reward, let's say.
A different bounty. Yeah. So we do have a specific bounty set for the best smart contract that's deployed through the program.
All right. So one of the question is, can you run us through the logic step of deploying a smart contract with WASM using the playground? All right. Sure. So actually, Alex, you mind resharing your screen, please? Yeah. So we're gonna go through like the steps, right? And you're gonna see that there is very few steps, and what we can do is like maybe talk about the different files that are here and what are their purpose.
All right. So as it was said previously, there is only 3 steps for the beginner developer to deploy the smart contract if he uses this smart contract written here. So first of all, the developer should compile the smart contract. After compilation is finished, he should click generate. This will generate optimized artifacts that will be downloaded directly to your machine. And once it's done, you open the deploy model. You upload here your file, WASM file. So this WASM file is the optimized artifacts of the smart contract, and then you click deploy. Once it's done, you can go to Web Explorer and check it there. So this link redirects me to my address, and here in the transaction list of the testnet, I will be able to.
Alex,
I will be able.
Screen.
You can't see my screen?
Can't.
Wow. Right now?
It's the video of the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. You're good now. We can see it now.
Okay. So as I said previously, you need to compile firstly, then generate artifact, and then deploy. Once you will upload your optimized artifacts here and click deploy, then you will see appear the transaction which you need to approve. Once transaction
Oh, you mute yourself, Alex.
Yeah, I think you muted yourself there, Alex.
Okay, I don't know what happened actually. Can you hear me right now?
You're
Yes.
good now.
Okay, let's get back. So initially, there is only 3 steps that is necessary to do to get your smart contract to be deployed. First of all, you write your smart contract here and stuff like that. Then you click compile. This compiles this smart contract, and it creates the not optimized artifacts on the container side. Then you click generate. It optimizes already built not optimized artifacts to optimized artifacts, and then this artifacts is going to be downloaded to your local machine almost immediately, which is very cool. It's very, very cool, and it's super fast. Then you need to click deploy button, and here you will see this drag and drop area where you need to download your artifacts or drag and drop. So once your file is here, you click deploy, and then the transaction appear. In the transaction, you need to approve the transaction, and then you will have the alert with the transaction ID. Then how you can clarify is your transaction was successfully executed or not? Well, first of all, you will get the alert, and secondly, you can go to our Explorer, and yeah, here it is. There is the transaction. You click on the transaction, and you can see all the details that is related to this transaction, like what message was sent, what WASM bytecode was there, and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's it. And here it's done. You have your smart contract deployed on the chain.
All right, perfect. So maybe like because like the first step when you do compile, right? It's like the command under the hood is cargo build, right?
Command under the hood is this one. I'm going to share my screen again. So there is 2 commands used for compilation and for generation of optimized artifacts.
Yeah, I just want to explain to the developer why it's happening. So the first step is like you take the Rust file, you compile it. So this is the compilation, right? And afterward, you take this compile bundle, and then you create the WASM artifact. And actually, our team did a really nice article on WebAssembly, WASM. So I will encourage you to have a look to this article for a better explanation on what is WASM.
Can you guys see my screen?
No, it's not sure yet. Yeah, guys, it's the first time we're using this software, so
it's only just bear with us today.
Okay, can you see it right now? Okay, great.
Yes.
So there is one command for the compilation that is used on the server. So we are doing some manipulation with the files, and then we are executing this command. And for the generation, we are also doing some manipulation with the file, but this is the key. Command that we are using to create optimized artifacts that is going to be returned to you and downloaded on your local machine.
All right. That's all. Perfect. Okay, I see Fabio just posted a question. Can you run through the step logic? Okay, so we just answered that question. That's perfect. Okay, Zach, what features make up the Superledger? Okay, so that's not a playground related question, but yeah, we're gonna take that one. Maybe right before this one, we have like another playground related question, which is, someone say, I just deployed my first contract to the playground. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you to you. Hopefully that was a smooth experience. And the other question is, are you planning adding mainnet as an option for deployment? Definitely. This is the natural next step, right, Alex?
Yes, it's correct. We're going to add the network switcher, so you guys will be able to deploy your contracts to the DevNet, Testnet, Mainnet. It depends on your needs.
Awesome.
Sure.
So after testing my app on the playground, how do I move from this test environment to the real blockchain? Is in the documentation. Sorry, I'm new to Web3. No worries, my friend. So right now it's deploying so there is three different networks on the Coreum blockchain. So there is the DevNet, the testnet, and the mainnet. So DevNet and testnet, you play with DevCore and testcore, which are some test version of the core token, so you can experience freely on the chain with the exact same network configuration than the mainnet. And then the mainnet, you actually pay the gas fees with the real core token, which have a real value. So right now on the playground, you can only deploy on testnet, so for testing purpose. But in the near future, we're going to make it available on the mainnet. So that means that you're going to be able to deploy real smart contracts on the actual real Coreum blockchain directly through the playground. Right now, but you can still like deploy some smart contract on Coreum mainnet, but not through the playground. So if you want, we can send you the documentation and everything on how to do it on Discord, maybe if you post your question on Discord, or on I can see it's YouTube, so it's gonna be on the YouTube comment section. I'm gonna post some documentation here. Hope everyone is doing well. Awesome to be here. All right. Thanks, Leo.
Thank you, Crypto Leo.
Congratulations.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Owen.
I'll go ahead.
No, I was just going to say thank you. Thank you to Hunter. Thank you very much for the kind words. But yeah, no, this is absolutely amazing. You guys did an absolutely great job. Let's just give it maybe like one more minute for a few more questions. See if any more come in. But yeah, also just real quick, Elwin, you mentioned going to mainnet, and will the process be very similar in terms of going to mainnet, in your opinion, as in any changes to the playground from what it is right now, deploying onto testnet?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing actually. So the testnet is made to replicate the mainnet, right? So and even most, for example, right now, if you look on the testnet proposal on the Coreum Explorer, so it's explorer.coreum.dev, and you choose testnet, you're going to be able to see that there is a new proposal for Coreum v3. So actually, the testnet is, as the name says, right? It's for testing new features that, if everything goes well, going to be pushed onto the mainnet. So the process is exactly the same, right? So deploying contract to testnet will be the same than deploying contract to mainnet, right? You just need to make sure that it's a natural, let's say, natural development process, right? First, you develop maybe on localhost, then you test on testnet to see if everything goes right, if the contract behave as expected, and if that goes well, you deploy to mainnet.
Yeah, and Ricardo had a quick question. So at the moment, using the playground, are we limited to the functions and the types of contracts that can be ultimately created, deployed onto the playground?
So no, we're not limited to the functions and types. So yeah, we can update contract RS or any RS files as we want. Everything depends on your needs.
That's great. That's great to hear. And yeah, we just hoping if there's any more questions. Our community is really vibrant. We're so happy to have you guys joining us right now to talk about the playground. So yeah, any more questions? Now we are also on Discord right now as well. And so yeah, so if you're watching us live, whether it be here on YouTube or on Discord, we're happy that you're joining us. But yeah, and just in terms of what's what's next for the playground, you were actually talking about going on to deploying onto mainnet is pretty much going to be the same as deploying onto testnet. So, if you were once again starting a new project, getting onto learning about Coreum for the first time, definitely visit our website, take a look at our docs, and and we actually have a link to the playground posted in Discord as well. So if you're joining us right now, you can actually take a look at the playground right now.
Yeah. I just want to say also like so one of the things that we saw is that in the whole Cosmos ecosystem, there is no such thing as the playground that we've made, right? If you go, for example, on the EVM world, you have Remix, for example, which is really proficient, a really proficient playground, but there is no such thing as that in the Cosmos ecosystem. So that was also one of the thinking the team had making this project.
Yeah, this is pretty much very revolutionary for the Cosmos ecosystem. You nailed it right there, Ellen. If for those of you developers coming over from who are used to using something like Remix, using our playground, using the Coreum Playground is going to be it's going to seem very familiar to you, and it's going to seem like a nice change in terms of what other development environments in Cosmos really are right at the moment. So this is pretty much a game changer, and you guys did an amazing job.
Thank you, Lamont.
Yeah,
I see. We have another question, which is any possibility to interact with contracts using the playground? So yes, that will come in the version 2 of the playground, as Alex mentioned earlier. So that is definitely something that we're gonna do, right? So like this, we're gonna be able to do the whole process from developing to deployment to interaction. So yes. So if there is no question, maybe
I think
I'll answer Zach's question, right? Because Zach from the marketing team asked, what is the definition of a super ledger, right? So so the super ledger is an enterprise grade blockchain. What features make the super ledger exactly? So it's a combination of speed, CosmWasm, so WebAssembly smart contracts, smart tokens, compliance, and interoperability. So compliance, for example, we can talk about ISO 222, the interoperability money transfer standard that we currently implementing, that is already implementing into the chain, and we're doing like a MVP right now to showcase that feature. So hopefully that answered the questions.
Yeah, and guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Definitely follow us on X, follow us on Discord. You'll see quite a few announcements as well. We publish quite a few Medium articles as well. So definitely stay tuned for that, and for quite a few really great announcements coming up. And gentlemen, I think that pretty much does it when it comes to any more questions that we currently have. And I just want to were you about to say, Owen?
Yeah, I think there is another one.
Oh,
so it is possible to download project source files. So right now, no, there is not the possibility, but this is definitely something that we can think about. And saying this, like, if anyone have some suggestion for and some feature that they want to see on the playground, please feel free to put them on whatever you want, at Discord, Twitter, in the comments of the live on YouTube. We're gonna look at it for sure.
Great. And
I think that was the last question.
That was the last question. Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
I missed that one. Thank you for catching that. But yeah. So
There's another one.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
There is another question.
Oh, we just got it.
Actually. So the question is, can anyone create a Soulbound token right now? Yes, the answer is yes. And actually, so a Soulbound token, for those who don't know what it is, it's a kind of NFT that is linked to someone, right? So it means that when you receive this token, you cannot send it to someone else. So it belongs to you, and it's usually something that is related to you. So, for example, it can be something related to your identity, something like a pass that is assigned to you. So yeah, and everyone can create Soulbound token right now, smart tokens. And in Coreum Virtue, actually, there is a new feature that is called Soulbound. So it means that right now, like to create a Soulbound token on a Soulbound smart token, it's the combination of whitelisting and disable sending. So it means that only an address that it's whitelisted can receive the token. Then the collection issuer can disable the sending function. So like this, the receiver of the token cannot forward it to someone else. But starting from Coreum V3, there will be a Soulbound token out of the box, and this is already on testnet. So you're very welcome to test it.
All right. And we have another question out here. It says, I heard rumors that you can scale Coreum essentially endlessly because of the side chains. Is this true?
That's a good question. Endlessly sidechain. I think that yeah, such as like any like layer one, you can make sidechain that will, for example, that will compute some smart contract or anything that you need to compute, and then after that push the roll up to the layer one, so to Coreum, for example. So that is a different use case. But if you do, for example, an analogy with Ethereum or EVM chain, that is probably something that is not really needed right now if we only talk about gas cost and computer and network efficiency, because Coreum is using proof of stake. It's using the Tendermint consensus algorithm, so everything goes super fast. It's up to 7,000 TPS. So if it's only like for scaling to scale network performance, it's not really needed right now. But I think you're right, Hunter. Like you can definitely go that way to scale a layer one.
Yeah, so we have another question. How will you be adding more wallets than the 7 that you already have, like Sologenic Wallet, Exum, to use all the core features? So you're adding, if we plan on, yeah. So will we be adding more wallets than the 7? Yeah. So that is something that we do have ultimately plans for, is that there will be more wallets that will be supporting Coreum. So definitely stay tuned. I would say, announcements. Just you want to regularly just stay on top of our social media, and you will end up hearing news once the announcements are made. But yeah. So thank you, Sonata, for that.
New wallets and more features.
Yep, a lot more features coming, and a lot of surprises too. So definitely stay tuned. A lot of great surprises for our community, and yeah. So we're doing a lot of big things here. This Coreum Playground is just a tip of the iceberg. So yeah, definitely, and yeah, and so let's see if there's any more questions. I'm checking.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really anything else for questions. Okay.
I think
All right.
that,
Right. Yeah. So that's it for questions. And I just want to say once again, Alex, thank you very much. Elwin, thank you very much for joining us today. Once again, you got us really excited about the Coreum Playground, and I think our community is going to have a lot of fun. Going to have a lot of fun with this. So, yeah, gentlemen. So, I just want to say once again to everybody, thank you for joining us, and we will be having another workshop coming up very soon. Hey, stay on top of our social media. Follow us on X. Join our Discord, and you'll hear all the great news coming and all the great announcements. But yeah, just once again, guys, thank you again.
Yeah,
right.
Thank you, guys, and see you soon.
See you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.